Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are watching from. Before you continue with your day, I want you to pause for just a few moments, because what you are about to discover could completely change the way you think about aging, strength, and the future of your own body. Many people believe that losing leg strength is simply something that happens when we get older, something unavoidable that we just have to accept. But the truth is much more encouraging than that. Your legs are not only becoming weaker because of your age, in many cases, they are becoming weaker because your body has not been given the right tools it needs to maintain and rebuild muscle. There is a huge difference between accepting weakness as an unavoidable part of life and understanding that your body still has the ability to repair itself when you provide the right support. Today, I want to share 6 specific foods that can help protect your muscles, support your leg strength, and improve your stability as you age. These are not complicated solutions or expensive treatments. They are simple foods that many people already have access to, but they are often overlooked because nobody explained how powerful they can be for the aging body. I am Dr. William Lee, and in this video, I am going to reveal the foods that researchers have connected with stronger muscles, better recovery, reduced inflammation, and improved mobility in older adults. But before we begin counting down this list, there is something important you need to understand. Weak legs are not just about appearance or physical ability. Your lower body strength is directly connected to independence, balance, confidence, and your ability to continue doing the things you love. A major study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society revealed something that should make every older adult pay attention. Adults over the age of 65 who developed significant weakness in their lower body had a dramatically higher risk of mobility problems within 5 years, along with increased chances of falls, hospital visits, nursing care, and serious health complications. The number was alarming, because it showed that losing strength is not just a minor inconvenience, it can influence the entire quality of your life. But here is the encouraging part. Many people wait until they experience serious weakness before taking action, simply because they were never told that nutrition plays such a powerful role in protecting muscle. Your body is constantly rebuilding itself, even in later decades of life. The question is whether you are giving your body the materials it needs to complete that process. The most surprising thing about this list is that the number one food is something many people were once told to avoid. It is something sitting in kitchens all around the world, yet millions of people removed it from their diets because of outdated information. Researchers have continued studying its effects, and what they have discovered has changed the way many experts view nutrition and healthy aging. Before we get into the first food, I want to ask you something. Take a moment and think about your own experience. Have your legs started feeling heavier than they used to? Do stairs require more effort now? Have you noticed that standing up from a chair takes longer, or that your balance is not as steady as it once was? Share your age and your experience in the comments, because your story could help another person recognize that they are not alone and that there are steps they can take. Now, let's begin this countdown from number 6 to number 1, moving from helpful choices to the foods that may have the greatest impact on protecting your strength. Coming in at number 6 is a food that surprises many people because it has been surrounded by controversy for decades: eggs. For years, many people were told that eggs were dangerous because of concerns about cholesterol and heart health. They were advised to avoid them, especially the yolk. However, modern nutrition research has provided a much more complete picture, especially when we look at the needs of older adults who are trying to preserve muscle. Eggs are one of the most complete natural sources of protein available. One of the most important compounds they provide is leucine, an amino acid that plays a key role in activating muscle protein synthesis. In simple terms, leucine acts like a signal that tells your body it is time to repair and build muscle tissue. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to normal protein signals. Scientists call this process anabolic resistance. It means older muscles often need a stronger message before they begin the repair process as efficiently as they once did. Leucine helps provide that stronger signal, making it especially valuable for people over the age of 60. 2 large whole eggs provide a meaningful amount of leucine, along with other nutrients that support healthy aging. The yolk, which many people avoided for years, contains important compounds such as choline, vitamin D, and phosphatidylcholine. These nutrients help maintain the structure and function of muscle cells, supporting their ability to contract, recover, and remain healthy. Removing the yolk means removing many of the nutrients that make eggs such a valuable food. It is similar to buying something important and throwing away the part that makes it work. The complete egg provides a combination of protein, vitamins, and healthy compounds that work together. For the best results, many experts recommend including 2 to 3 whole eggs as part of a balanced breakfast. Pairing them with healthy fats, such as avocado or extra virgin olive oil, can help your body absorb fat-soluble nutrients more effectively. But eggs are only the beginning. The next food on this list focuses on something that quietly affects millions of older adults every day: inflammation. When inflammation remains elevated for years, it can slowly damage muscle tissue and interfere with the signals that help your brain communicate with your legs. That brings us to number 5 on the countdown: wild-caught salmon, a food that provides powerful compounds designed to support muscle health from the inside out. Continuing with number 5 on the list, we arrive at a food that has earned a powerful reputation among researchers studying healthy aging: wild-caught salmon. If your legs often feel heavy, if you experience stiffness when you wake up, or if your muscles seem to recover much more slowly than they did years ago, one possible factor could be chronic inflammation quietly affecting your body. Inflammation is not always obvious. It does not always appear as pain or swelling, but over time, it can interfere with the health of your muscles, joints, blood vessels, and even the communication between your brain and your legs. Think of inflammation like a small fire burning inside your body. It may not create a dramatic emergency overnight, but if it continues for years without being controlled, it can slowly damage the surrounding environment. Muscle fibers become less efficient, recovery becomes slower, and the signals that tell your muscles when and how to move can become weaker. This is one reason why some older adults feel like their legs are no longer responding the way they used to. Wild-caught salmon contains 2 important omega-3 fatty acids, known as EPA and DHA. These compounds are among the most studied nutrients when it comes to reducing harmful inflammation. They work by helping regulate inflammatory pathways in the body and reducing the activity of certain compounds that increase inflammation over time. The importance of omega-3 fats becomes even greater as we age, because the body's ability to maintain muscle quality naturally decreases. Research has shown that older adults who consume sufficient amounts of omega-3 fatty acids may experience improvements in muscle protein synthesis, which is the process your body uses to repair and maintain muscle tissue. One study involving older adults found that individuals who consumed omega-3 fatty acids experienced a noticeable improvement in their muscle-building response compared with those who did not. This is important because maintaining muscle is not only about exercising. Your body also needs the right nutritional signals to tell your muscles that repair and growth are still possible. But salmon provides another benefit that many people overlook: vitamin D. As people get older, the skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. This can lead to lower levels of vitamin D, which has been associated with weaker muscles, poorer balance, and a higher risk of age-related muscle loss. Wild-caught salmon is one of the rare foods that naturally provides a significant amount of vitamin D3, the form of vitamin D that the body can use effectively. A single serving can provide a large portion of the daily amount many older adults need. This means one meal can support both muscle health and bone strength at the same time. When choosing salmon, the quality matters. Wild-caught salmon generally contains a more favorable balance of omega-3 fatty acids compared with many farm-raised varieties. The goal is not simply to eat fish, but to choose a source that provides the nutrients your body needs to fight inflammation and maintain strength. For many people, including wild-caught salmon 2 to 3 times per week can be a practical way to support healthy aging. Pairing it with dark leafy greens can make the meal even more powerful because those vegetables provide additional nutrients that support circulation and muscle function. Now we move to number 4 on the countdown, and this food has been valued by longevity researchers for years. It is something many people know as a simple vegetable, but inside this green food are compounds that directly influence blood flow, muscle efficiency, and recovery. Number 4 is spinach and other dark leafy greens. I want you to think about the older adults you have seen who still move with confidence. The people who stand up from a chair without struggling, walk with steady steps, and maintain their independence well into later years. While many factors influence aging, a diet rich in vegetables like spinach, kale, arugula, and Swiss chard is often part of the picture. The reason these foods are so valuable comes down to circulation. Your muscles need a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to function properly. When blood flow becomes less efficient, your muscles receive fewer resources and remove waste products more slowly. This can contribute to fatigue, weakness, and reduced endurance. Dark leafy greens contain natural compounds called dietary nitrates. Once consumed, these nitrates can be converted by the body into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps relax blood vessels and improve circulation. In simple terms, these vegetables help your body improve the delivery system that carries oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at producing nitric oxide naturally. This decline can affect the tiny blood vessels that supply your legs, including the muscles responsible for walking, balance, and stability. By consuming foods rich in nitrates, you are supporting a process that aging may have slowed down. Research has shown that nitrate-rich foods can improve muscle efficiency in older adults. Interestingly, the muscles do not necessarily become larger. Instead, they become better at using the oxygen and nutrients they already receive. It is like improving the performance of an older engine by making the fuel system work more efficiently. Spinach and other leafy greens also provide magnesium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in muscle function. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes throughout the body, including those responsible for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. When magnesium levels are low, some people experience muscle cramps, stiffness, or uncomfortable sensations in their legs. A serving of cooked spinach can provide a meaningful amount of magnesium along with other important nutrients. This is why adding leafy greens regularly can support not only muscle strength, but also overall physical comfort. I remember a patient named Robert, a retired postal worker who was in his early 70s. He described his legs as feeling heavy every morning, almost as if they were carrying extra weight. He had tried supplements before, but the results were limited. Instead of focusing only on pills, we changed his approach by adding more nutrient-rich foods, including cooked spinach with olive oil and garlic. After several weeks, he noticed a major improvement. The heavy feeling in his legs began to disappear, and he was able to walk more comfortably again. The lesson was not that one food magically changed everything, but that the body often responds when it receives the right combination of nutrients consistently. One important detail is that leafy greens are even more beneficial when combined with healthy fats. Adding extra virgin olive oil can improve the absorption of certain nutrients because many valuable compounds in vegetables are fat-soluble. And now we are approaching the top 3 foods on this list. These next choices are where nutrition becomes even more interesting because they do not only provide protein or vitamins, they influence the deeper systems responsible for muscle repair, energy production, and the way your body responds to aging. In the next part, we will continue with number 3 and reveal the foods that many experts consider powerful tools for protecting strength and mobility. Now we move into the top 3 foods on this list, and this is where the science becomes even more fascinating. These are not just ordinary foods that provide basic nutrition, they contain specific compounds that communicate with your body's systems, helping support muscle repair, energy production, circulation, and the natural processes that become weaker as we grow older. Coming in at number 3 is Greek yogurt, a food that many people underestimate. Most people see yogurt as a simple snack or something they eat occasionally, but high-quality Greek yogurt can be one of the most effective nutritional tools for older adults who want to protect and rebuild muscle. The reason Greek yogurt deserves a place on this list is because it provides a powerful combination of protein, essential amino acids, and beneficial bacteria. A single cup of plain, full-fat Greek yogurt can contain around 17 to 20 grams of high-quality protein. For aging muscles, that protein content matters because the body needs a consistent supply of amino acids to maintain and repair tissue. One of the most important features of Greek yogurt is its amino acid profile. It contains leucine, isoleucine, and valine, which are known as branch-chain amino acids. These compounds are directly involved in stimulating muscle protein synthesis, the process that allows your body to rebuild muscle fibers after they experience stress or normal daily wear. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at using protein compared with younger years. This is why older adults often need to pay more attention to both the amount and quality of protein they consume. A food like Greek yogurt provides a concentrated source of protein that the body can absorb and use effectively. But the benefits of Greek yogurt go beyond protein alone. What makes it especially interesting for older adults is the presence of live probiotic cultures. These beneficial bacteria influence what researchers now call the gut-muscle connection. For many years, scientists believed that the digestive system only had one main responsibility: breaking down food and absorbing nutrients. However, modern research has shown that the gut plays a much larger role. The health of your gut bacteria can influence inflammation, immune function, nutrient absorption, and even how effectively your muscles use the food you eat. As people get older, the diversity of bacteria in the gut often decreases. A less diverse gut microbiome can make it harder for the body to process nutrients efficiently. Probiotic-rich foods like Greek yogurt may help support a healthier environment inside the digestive system. Think of your gut like a large information center. The more balanced and complete that system is, the better your body can receive and use the messages it needs. When your digestive system is working properly, the nutrients from your meals have a better chance of reaching the places where they are needed most, including your muscles. Research has found connections between healthier gut bacteria and improved muscle strength, greater lean muscle mass, and better recovery after physical activity. This means that supporting your gut may also support your ability to maintain strength as you age. For the greatest benefit, consider eating Greek yogurt after physical activity. Even something as simple as a daily walk can create a moment when your muscles are more prepared to receive protein and begin the repair process. This period after movement is sometimes called the anabolic window. During this time, your muscles are especially responsive to nutrients. A serving of Greek yogurt after a walk can provide the protein signal your muscles need to continue rebuilding. When choosing Greek yogurt, look for plain, full-fat varieties whenever possible. Many low-fat products remove the natural fat and replace it with added sugars or artificial ingredients. The goal is not simply to eat something labeled as healthy. The goal is to provide your body with nutrients that actually support its biological needs. You can add simple ingredients like ground flaxseed for additional healthy fats, or a small amount of natural honey for flavor. These small additions can make Greek yogurt even more enjoyable while still keeping it focused on supporting your health. Now we arrive at number 2 on the list, and this is the food that surprises almost everyone. When people think about building stronger legs, they usually imagine protein, meat, or expensive supplements. Very few people immediately think about this next food. Number 2 is beets. Yes, beets. The same vegetable that many people ignore at the grocery store may have a much bigger role in supporting physical performance than most people realize. The reason researchers are interested in beets is because they contain extremely high levels of natural nitrates, compounds that influence blood flow and oxygen delivery. You may remember that we discussed nitrates earlier with leafy greens. Beets contain these same compounds, but often in much higher concentrations. Once these nitrates enter the body, they can be converted into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps widen blood vessels and improve circulation. This process is especially important for older adults because circulation naturally becomes less efficient over time. Your muscles need oxygen and nutrients to perform, recover, and maintain strength. Better blood flow means your muscles have improved access to the resources they need. Researchers describe this as a type of circulation boost. Instead of forcing the body to work harder, beets help improve the system that delivers oxygen and nutrients naturally. Studies involving older adults have shown that beet-derived compounds may improve aspects of physical performance, including endurance and movement efficiency. But one of the most fascinating findings is that the benefits may not be limited to muscles alone. The connection between your brain and your legs is essential for balance and mobility. Every step you take requires communication between your nervous system and your muscles. If those signals become slower or weaker, your risk of losing balance increases. Research has suggested that improved circulation from nitrate-rich foods may support areas of the brain involved in movement control. This is especially important for older adults who want to maintain coordination and independence. Beets also contain betaine, a natural compound that supports healthy metabolism and may help protect cells from damage. This includes supporting mitochondria, which are often described as the energy factories inside your cells. Your muscles require enormous amounts of energy to function. When mitochondria become less efficient, muscles can feel tired more quickly, and recovery becomes more difficult. Supporting mitochondrial health is another important part of protecting strength as we age. A patient named Elena, who was in her late 60s, experienced this challenge firsthand. She had been told by several doctors that her weakness and fatigue were simply normal parts of getting older. She was using a cane and had started believing that losing independence was unavoidable. After making nutritional changes, including adding roasted beets several times per week, along with regular walking, she began noticing improvements. Over time, she was able to move more confidently and return to activities she had stopped doing. The important lesson is not that beets alone create miracles. The lesson is that targeted nutrition, combined with consistent movement, can give your body the support it needs to perform better. For preparation, roasting beets can help concentrate their flavor while preserving their beneficial compounds. They can also be blended into smoothies with citrus fruits, because vitamin C may help support the conversion process that makes nitrates more effective. Avoid boiling beets for long periods because many water-soluble nutrients can move into the cooking water. Instead, choose preparation methods that help preserve their natural benefits. And now we are only one step away from the number 1 food on this list. The final food is the one mentioned at the beginning, the one that many people misunderstood for decades, and the one that researchers continue studying because of its connection with inflammation, muscle health, and healthy aging. In the next part, we will reveal the number 1 food that may completely change the way you think about protecting your strength after 60. Now we reach the final and most important food on this list, the one that many people never expected to see in the number 1 position. When most people think about protecting muscle strength, they immediately think about protein, supplements, or expensive health products. But the food that researchers continue to study for its powerful effects on healthy aging is something much simpler, something that has been part of traditional diets for centuries. Number 1 is extra virgin olive oil. I know some of you may have expected a high-protein food to take the top position. You may have thought it would be another type of fish, meat, or a special supplement designed for athletes. But the reason extra virgin olive oil earns the number 1 spot is because its benefits go far beyond providing calories or healthy fats. It contains unique plant compounds that influence inflammation, muscle function, cellular health, and the biological processes connected with aging. For years, many people were taught to fear fat. They believed that eating fat would automatically lead to weight gain, heart problems, or poor health. While certain types of fats can certainly be harmful, extra virgin olive oil is completely different. It is rich in natural compounds that can support the body in ways that many people never realized. One of the most important compounds found in extra virgin olive oil is called oleocanthal. This natural polyphenol has attracted significant attention because of the way it interacts with inflammation in the body. Researchers have found that oleocanthal can influence the same inflammatory pathways targeted by certain anti-inflammatory medications. The difference is that extra virgin olive oil provides this benefit through natural food compounds rather than pharmaceutical chemicals. For older adults who often deal with joint discomfort, muscle stiffness, and chronic inflammation, this makes olive oil a particularly interesting addition to a healthy lifestyle. But the muscle benefits of extra virgin olive oil go much deeper than inflammation control. Studies have explored its connection with sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that often accelerates after the age of 60. One long-term study involving older adults found that people who regularly consumed extra virgin olive oil had a significantly lower risk of developing age-related muscle decline compared with those who rarely included it in their diets. This is important because maintaining muscle is not only about looking strong. It is about preserving independence, balance, and the ability to perform everyday activities. The reason olive oil may have these effects is connected to the powerful plant compounds called polyphenols. These compounds interact with cellular pathways involved in muscle maintenance and repair. One of the most important pathways researchers study is called the mTOR pathway. This pathway acts like a master control system for muscle protein synthesis. It helps determine when your body should begin repairing and building muscle tissue. As people age, the sensitivity of this pathway naturally decreases. This means the body may not respond as strongly to the same signals that once helped maintain muscle. Nutrition, exercise, and certain plant compounds may help support this system and encourage healthier muscle activity. The polyphenols found in extra virgin olive oil appear to influence these processes in a positive way. They help create an environment where muscle cells can function more effectively, even as the body changes with age. Another important benefit of olive oil involves the mitochondria, the tiny structures inside your cells responsible for producing energy. Your muscles depend on healthy mitochondria because every movement, every step, and every physical activity requires energy. As we age, mitochondrial damage can accumulate over time. Think of mitochondria like small power generators inside your cells. When those generators become damaged, your muscles may produce energy less efficiently, leading to fatigue and slower recovery. Extra virgin olive oil contains another compound called hydroxytyrosol, which has been studied for its ability to protect cells from oxidative stress. By reducing damage caused by harmful molecules, these compounds may help preserve cellular function. This is why many researchers consider extra virgin olive oil more than just a cooking ingredient. It is a food that interacts with multiple systems in the body, supporting the foundation of healthy aging. I want to share the story of Thomas, an 81-year-old retired Navy commander who came to me struggling with his mobility. He could only walk a short distance before needing to stop because his legs felt weak and unreliable. For decades, Thomas followed a very low-fat diet because that was the advice many people received during his younger years. He believed avoiding fat was the best way to protect his health, but his body was missing some of the beneficial compounds that come from quality fats. We introduced extra virgin olive oil into his daily routine. He added it to his meals, using it with vegetables, eggs, and other nutrient-rich foods. No extreme changes were made, just a consistent addition of a high-quality source of healthy fat. After several weeks, he noticed improvements in his endurance. Over time, his walking ability increased, and he was able to return to activities he thought he had lost forever. His experience showed something important. The body often responds when we provide it with the right resources. For practical use, many experts recommend including extra virgin olive oil regularly as part of a balanced diet. It can be drizzled over vegetables, added to salads, paired with fish, or used in cooking at moderate temperatures. Quality matters. Look for extra virgin olive oil stored in dark glass bottles from trusted producers. Pay attention to harvest dates when available, because freshness affects the concentration of beneficial compounds. Avoid treating olive oil like just another ingredient. Think of it as part of a larger nutritional strategy. When combined with the other foods we discussed, such as eggs, salmon, leafy greens, Greek yogurt, and beets, it creates a powerful combination that supports different areas of muscle health. Each food contributes something unique. Eggs provide important amino acids. Salmon helps fight inflammation and provides vitamin D. Leafy greens improve circulation. Greek yogurt supports protein intake and gut health. Beets enhance blood flow. Olive oil protects cells and supports healthy aging. Together, they form a complete approach to maintaining strength, mobility, and independence. But knowing these foods is only the first step. The real transformation happens when you consistently include them in your daily life. The body does not change because of one healthy meal. It changes because of repeated choices made over time. And now, before we finish, there is one final message I want you to remember. Your age does not mean your body has stopped responding. The human body is designed with an incredible ability to adapt, repair, and improve when given the right conditions. In the final part, we will bring everything together and discuss how you can use these 6 foods as a practical daily strategy to protect your legs, maintain independence, and continue living life with confidence. Now that we have uncovered the 6 foods that can support stronger legs, healthier muscles, and better mobility, I want to bring everything together and focus on the most important message of this entire discussion. The purpose of learning this information is not simply to memorize a list of foods. The purpose is to understand that your body is still capable of change, even when you are older, even when you have experienced weakness, and even when you feel like your strongest years are already behind you. Many people quietly accept the idea that losing strength is just a normal part of getting older. They believe that struggling with stairs, avoiding certain activities, depending more on handrails, or feeling unstable while walking is simply the price of aging. But the truth is that aging and losing your independence are not exactly the same thing. Your body continues to respond to the signals you give it through nutrition, movement, and daily habits. Muscle tissue does not suddenly stop working because you reach a certain age. The body continues to repair itself throughout life. Research has shown that older adults, including people well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond, can still build strength, improve balance, and increase physical ability when they provide their bodies with the right environment. The key is understanding what your body needs. Muscles require protein, healthy fats, minerals, vitamins, and compounds that reduce damage and support recovery. When those elements are missing, the body struggles to maintain what it already has. But when those nutrients are consistently provided, the body has the raw materials it needs to rebuild. Let's review the 6 foods that we discussed and why each one matters. Eggs provide high-quality protein and leucine, an important signal that activates muscle repair. They also provide nutrients like vitamin D and choline, which support muscle cells and overall health. Wild-caught salmon provides omega-3 fatty acids that help manage inflammation while supporting muscle protein synthesis. It also delivers vitamin D, which plays an important role in strength, balance, and reducing the risk of age-related muscle decline. Dark, leafy greens such as spinach, kale, and arugula provide natural nitrates that support circulation and nitric oxide production. They also contain magnesium, a mineral that helps muscles function properly and may reduce issues like cramping and stiffness. Greek yogurt provides an excellent source of protein while also supporting gut health through beneficial probiotic cultures. A healthy digestive system helps your body absorb and use nutrients more effectively, creating a stronger connection between the food you eat and the muscles that need those nutrients. Beets provide powerful natural nitrates that can improve blood flow and support communication between the brain and muscles. Better circulation means your body can deliver more oxygen and nutrients where they are needed. And finally, extra virgin olive oil provides unique plant compounds that support healthy inflammation levels, protect cells, and contribute to the long-term health of your muscles. The important thing to understand is that these foods work best as part of a complete system. There is no single magic food that instantly reverses years of aging. The real power comes from combining multiple sources of support and making them part of your regular lifestyle. Imagine what could happen if your next grocery trip looked different. Instead of only buying foods based on convenience, you started choosing foods that actively support your strength. Imagine starting your morning with eggs, enjoying Greek yogurt during the day, adding leafy greens to your meals, including salmon regularly, enjoying roasted beets, and using quality olive oil as part of your cooking. These are not rare foods available only to professional athletes or health experts. They are simple, accessible foods that can be found in many grocery stores around the world. The difference is not whether these foods exist. The difference is whether we understand how valuable they can be. I also want to remind you that nutrition works best when combined with movement. You do not need to become an athlete or spend hours in a gym. Simple activities like walking, gentle resistance exercises, and daily movement can send powerful signals to your muscles that they are still needed. Your body adapts according to the messages it receives. When you stop moving completely, your muscles receive the message that strength is no longer necessary. But when you continue challenging your body in safe and appropriate ways, you remind your muscles that they still have an important job to do. This is why nutrition and movement belong together. Food provides the building materials, and movement provides the instruction. Together, they create the environment where your body can continue improving. I want you to remember something important. Your best years do not have to be behind you. Many people experience some of their greatest moments later in life because they regain confidence, improve their health, and stop believing that decline is inevitable. The ability to walk confidently, play with your grandchildren, travel, enjoy hobbies, and participate fully in life is something worth protecting. Your legs are not just muscles that carry you from one place to another. They represent freedom. They represent independence. They allow you to experience the world around you. If you have been struggling with weakness, do not view it as the end of your journey. View it as a message from your body asking for attention. Small changes made consistently can create meaningful improvements over time. I encourage you to take this information and discuss it with your healthcare provider, especially if you have existing medical conditions or specific dietary needs. Your personal health history matters, and the best approach is always one that fits your individual situation. The scientific references behind the information discussed in this video are available for further reading. Educating yourself gives you the ability to make better decisions and have more meaningful conversations with your healthcare team. If this information helped you today, consider sharing it with someone you care about. There may be a family member, friend, or loved one who believes their weakness is simply something they must accept. Sometimes, the right information at the right time can completely change someone's outlook. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 6 foods are you going to add to your routine first? Have you noticed changes in your leg strength, balance, or energy levels as you have gotten older? Share your experience in the comments, because your story may encourage someone else who is going through the same challenge. Remember, aging is a natural part of life, but giving up your strength and independence does not have to be. Every meal is an opportunity to support your body. Every walk is an opportunity to strengthen yourself. Every healthy choice is a message to your body that you still believe it is capable of more. Your journey is not over. Your body is still listening. Your strength is still worth protecting. Eat well, move daily, and never stop believing that your strongest days may still be ahead of you.